What's up, you guys? This is Ryan coming to you from Strumulator Studios, located in the great city of Orlando, Florida. I'm going to be doing a quick compression tutorial for you. It's a little basic compression tutorial, actually, discussing the functionality of each knob on a compressor. And I'm going to be using a vocal track that I recorded 4 years ago as an example. And here we go. This is just dry vocals, no effects on the vocals.
Funny how I see in colors of gray. I never really cared for color anyway. But now I see oh so clear. It seems that nothing ever went my way.
Okay, so there's nothing on the vocals, and obviously it wasn't recorded in an optimal or ideal recording setting. There was no soundproofing whatsoever, and there was not a good recording microphone being used. I think it was a Shure SM58, and this is purely just a demo vocal. But we can still use it to demonstrate compression. So here we have the compressor. This is a graphical view. You have two different views on a compressor. You have a metered and a graphical view. I'm more of a mathematical guy. I'm more of a visual learner too. So I think that this will help me and it'll benefit you to see what I'm talking about as far as these concepts are concerned. Now, concerning the ratio and threshold knobs, these are going to most directly affect the way that the compressor works and compresses signals. Now, you have a ratio at 1:1, so the slope is going to be a 1x, y equals 1x on the equation. Now, what's happening here? Well, as the ratio increases, you can clearly see that the compression is more intense and it soups up more of the gain frequencies. So gain is really just the amount of signal that comes through an interface and it makes its way onto a recording or a track, and it just is the intensity of a signal. If you decrease it, it'll have less gain. If you increase it, there will be more gain. Now, a compressor can sometimes act as a smoother of the gain signals. Now, the reason why this dip on the ratio is so intense is because the threshold is set at minus 33 decibels. Now, let's raise that to 0. What happens? Nothing on the ratio, because the threshold is going to control where, at the point on the graph, it will have a knee on the ratio. So what does that do? Well, let's put it to minus 25, and you'll see that the knee will be around here somewhere. Right there, in the middle of there. You see? So the more I increase the ratio, the knee of the graph is going to be right there. Now, let's set this to minus 33. The knee is going to be around here. If I increase it, there you go. Now, the knee, what do I mean by the knee? It literally looks like a knee. It's bending. It's like a leg. Right here. There you go. Now, there's a difference between the formation of the knee. You can have a more curved, soft knee at 0, which is almost like that. It's going to basically determine the intensity of the compression, the way that it acts upon that frequency range. And then you have a more hard knee. I like it more in the middle, to be honest. So I'm actually going to set this at let's say a 5.4 ratio. I think that'll do it justice. So here it is without compression, the vocal.
Funny how I see in colors of gray.
Okay, so let's increase the ratio a little bit more because I have a feeling it won't make much of a difference. And then we turn on the compressor, and
Funny how I see in colors of gray.
okay, so you heard that. You see in the frequency range, it divoted or dipped the frequencies that were above that threshold based on the ratio, threshold, and the knee. So, what do these two other knobs down here do? Well, this is the attack. The attack essentially acts as the delay of time in which the compressor acts. Okay, so what's the fastest way the compressor will act upon the frequencies that are above threshold, right? And then you have the release of those gain frequencies that affect the actual signal coming to the compressor, right? So let's play that again so you can sonically and graphically see this.
Funny how I see in colors of gray.
I'm gonna let it play.
I never really cared for color anyway.
Now, based on certain people's preferences, this might be a little bit too overly compressed. Now, that is perfectly understandable. You can either decrease the ratio, which I'm going to do here, 3.3 to 1.
Funny how I see in colors of gray.
Some people like a more natural compression, a more lighter compression. And you can also alter the attack and have a longer attack. And that'll lighten the compression or create a lighter effect on the compression, which you'll see here. I'm going to make it more dramatic. And I'm going to also increase the release.
Funny how I see in colors of gray.
Yeah, there you go. So see how that was just a little bit more natural sounding. That was more light. Yeah, well, this is the basic compression tutorial. This is Stremulator Studios. And I am going to be making more videos from now on. So like and subscribe if you want more. And let me know in the comments what other videos you would like me to demonstrate. What other concepts about music production or questions and concerns you might have. Like and subscribe for more. Alright, Ryan out.